If you're looking for an InVideo discount or simply want to see what features the program has, then you're in the right place. My name is Ilya from videosandpersuasion.com, and in this video, I will show you how to get a 70% discount on InVideo and go over all of the features of the program. But first, let's take a look at how you can get that 70% discount. Step one is to just click the link in the description below, and you will be taken to a page that looks like this. And as you can see, you can get a monthly or a yearly plan. If you select the yearly plan, you can get a 50% discount, but don't worry, that is not the only discount you can get. I would not do you like that. That is unfair. So whichever one you want, either monthly or yearly, you can click on that, you can select it, and once you do, you'll have to register for an account and create a free account. Once that's done, you can once again click on this, and you'll be taken to a page that looks like this. As you can see, you can get it yearly or monthly, and then you just click on the have a coupon code and enter a very special coupon code that will be in the description below. It is VP Special 40. Click apply, and you will get an extra 40% discount on top of whatever discount you received. So if you buy the yearly plan, which offers you a 50% discount, and then apply the 40% discount on top of that yearly plan, you get a 70% discount on the original price. And if you want to just buy monthly, then you can get a 40% discount using the VP Special 40 code. Once again, to get that, just click on the link in the description below, create a free account, and then enter this promo code when you check out. That's pretty much it. Let's jump into the review. Alright, to demonstrate this software, I'm going to first create a video with one of their pre-made templates, show all of the features there, and then go into the article to video feature that they have. If you want to just jump straight to the article to video feature, there are timestamps in the description below you can use to jump around the video. So first of all, they have a ton of templates, and as you can see, you can create videos for Facebook and Instagram stories, Facebook and Instagram news feeds, and landscape videos for YouTube, or pretty much anywhere you would use a regular landscape video. As for the templates, not only do they add different templates to all of these categories all the time, but they also have templates that are month-based. So as an example, let's go into April. And these are basically all the days in the month that you can celebrate. So April 1st is April Fool's Day. April 2nd is Autism Day, etc. There's a Pet Day, National Siblings Day. So these are useful for, just random engagement on social media, maybe offering a random small deal if this works with your business. So encourage a young writer day. That would be perfect if you have a writing product or maybe a free lead magnet with a maybe top 10 tips for a young writer to start writing. This would be perfect for that. And of course, they also have a lot of other categories. Let me take a look at all of the ones they have. These are all the categories they have. So if I just go to video ads, there will be a 542 templates inside of video ads. That is quite a lot. That is a very large number of templates. So I'm going to just choose a very quick video to create. Doesn't really matter which one. I like the new in town video. I like this little text that is used as a filter. So I'm going to create that. They have this template in wide, but they do not have this template in vertical or square, and I can click on that to ask them to request to create that template. As you can see, I can preview the template, see what actually is inside of it. I'm just going to click on use this, and now the editor is going to load. Now, here you will only see one editor. It will be what I call the advanced editor, but when you're doing the article to video creation, there will also be a storyboard editor. So that will look a little bit different, and I'll show you that a little bit later on. Alright, so everything has loaded, and this is what the editor looks like. It may look a little overwhelming if you are not really used to video editing software, or it may look very simple if you're used to very advanced video editing software. Either way, there's a lot of cool features, so let's just take a look at everything. First of all, simple features. Yes, you can move all the elements in the video around whatever you want, including the video. That I know that's a feature that seems common sense, but not all programs seem to offer that. Also, they recently added this timeline feature, which allows you to edit the timing of all the elements within the video very, very, very quickly and easily. Before that, you had to go into the right sidebar and set the timing manually by selecting 2.2 seconds to 4.4 seconds or whatever. Now you can just click on the element and drag to see when it starts and ends. Now, you currently cannot do this for video because this requires a little bit more work, but this is in the pipeline and their speed of development is quite impressive. They constantly add new features, so I would expect this to be available within a couple of months at the latest. Now let's take a look at the left sidebar first and then dive into the right sidebar and everything down here. So left sidebar, media and videos are basically the lifeblood of the video. So let's search for example, animals. InVideo uses the Storyblocks library for their Premiere templates, and they also have a bunch of free videos. So if you take a look at this, all of the ones that are crowned, they are marked as Storyblock video. And if you choose the business plan, you can use up to 300 of these per month. If you choose the unlimited plan, you guessed it, you get to use unlimited number of these videos per month. Adding it is pretty simple. You just take it and drag it into here, and you can choose three things. You can replace the video, pretty self-explanatory. Add it behind, which is also pretty self-explanatory. Once the first video is done, the second video will start playing. Or add as a layer if you want multiple things to play at the same time. I'm just going to add this behind, and you can trim the video. You can make it shorter, longer, select where it starts, where it ends. I'll just press done and use the full video. And now, as you can see right here, the first video plays up to 6 seconds, and then the second video starts and plays later on. Pretty self-explanatory. Same thing applies to images. Their library is sizable and on par with every other program I've seen. Same thing for their music library. Once again, I believe it's Storyblocks and another free tool, so it's pretty much the same songs you would get in any other tool. They have a lot of categories, and that's pretty self-explanatory, pretty simple. Next up is the text. They have a lot of different text boxes, which is great because I don't really like styling things from scratch. So they have classic, which is pretty simple. Once again, everything is just drag and drop. So let's say I want this one. Or actually, this one is just click and not drag and drop. So let's say I want this one. I have ideas left forever. And as you can see, the colors here change. The color here is this, but the colors here are this. And that is because I have my project colors right here. If I want to change my brand colors, I can choose to here. And once again, all the colors here just changed. Very cool. I'm just going to go back to the template because I don't want to ruin anything, but this is a very easy way to change the colors of all elements within your project, which is beautiful. Now, they do not yet have the features of changing all of the text and everything inside of your project just yet, but that, once again, that is in the works. So they have these pretty much, not stickers, but different types of text. I'm just going to go through all of them real quick just so you can take a look at them. And this will also be in the text post if you want to read that. The link will be in the description below. Social media credits, pretty self-explanatory. And then location boxes, and then they also have a more section for more. And if you really want to take a look at these, you can pause the video and take a look at them. I'm just going fast because there's no point, because not everyone's going to be interested. Next up are stickers, and these are basically just little animated or non-animated cartoon drawings that you can use to spice up your video. So once again, you just click and it adds it to the video. Now these ones are a little bit bland, but the ones I see people using the most are going to be the CTA, the calls to action for, call us, swipe up for Instagram stories, subscribe, buy now, all of these, and where is the discounts? I think that might be in marketing. I don't remember. No, that is not in marketing. Where are the discounts? E-commerce. That's where the discounts are. And the buy now or the discount features. So 80% off, 40% off. All of these probably going to be the ones that people use the most. But they also have a very large number of these. If you want to take a look at all of them, I have a post on the website that goes into all of them and shows you all of them. I don't want to go through all of that right now because that would take forever. Then the effects, they're cool. I don't see a lot of people using them. They can add a little bit of spice to your video, but they're not really that important. For example, you can add confetti. These are basically just overlays. So You add this overlay and then you just select where you want it to play. Pretty cool, but not really hugely useful. Delete that. There's confetti, there's some hearts for Valentine's Day. There was snow if you want, maybe a Christmas style advertising. And there's smoke for, I'm not really sure what smoke could be used for, but if you have some sort of background video where this could be useful, go ahead. Then shapes, pretty self-explanatory. I don't think I need to go into shapes. They have a large number of these, and these can be made and combined together. If, for example, you don't have a sticker that you like or a sticker that you want to use, you can just combine some of these shapes to create your own little images. But what I really like are the enhancers. So first one is the collage layout, which is very cool. Basically, you can just create a collage. So 3 images. Let's say I want it to look like this. I click on it, and the layout will change in just a little bit. It does take a little bit of time sometimes. There you go. So now I have one video here, and then I can add another video right here. So that is very cool, very easy. You don't have to drag things around manually. It just automatically works. Then there are the masks, which is basically what this text is. This text right here is a mask. And what these do is just, as you guessed it, mask things behind them. So let me just go to a different page to make it a little bit easier to see. So you can go into here, and change the media that the M is actually using. So I'm not going to go too deep into what it does and how it works, but basically you can add a text and add a certain thing that is in the background for that text, and that's how it will look. The one I really like is a Twitter and Instagram post. These are fun. Basically, all you have to do is just find a Twitter post, paste it in here, and it will get it for you. So let me give you an example. So let's say I want to use this Elon Musk tweet and import it into InVideo. I could just take a screenshot and screenshot this, save it to my computer, go into InVideo, wait for it to upload, and then use it. Or I could just copy and paste this little link, paste it into here, use it as an overlay, and wait for InVideo to import it. This takes between 5 to 15 seconds, depending on how loaded their servers are, I would assume. But this is definitely faster than screenshotting it, saving, and then uploading it. And this makes it much easier. This is perfect if you're doing a top 10 post, maybe top 10 weird things Elon Musk has said, or top 10 crazy things celebrities have done. This is very useful. And as you can see, it just imported it straight into here. And now it just acts as an image inside of it. This also helps you keep a consistent look, because whenever you screenshot things, they will be of different sizes, they will look a little different, and this will keep it very, very consistent. So that is all for the left sidebar. Now let's move on to let's say to the bottom. As you can see, if I go right here, these are all of the scenes that I have, and then these are the scene transitions. I can, choose from slide left, slide right, different overlays, different light leaks. There's a lot of different things. So this is a brush, this is a shutter. They have a lot of transitions, which is cool, but can also be overwhelming if you are just starting out. So I always recommend just going with the basic animations, or maybe some of maybe a cross zoom or a wiper left, some of the simpler ones, instead of just using some very advanced ones, because they can be very, very fancy. So slide cube left, sure. Another thing you can do is add a voiceover. Now, one problem with this is that the voiceover is attached to the slide that you add it to. So I could, import it from my computer or import it from uploads. Yes, mute all other audio. And I already have some voiceovers in here. So for example, this one is 4 minutes and 10 seconds. This one was created, like most voiceovers are, assuming that I could just add it to the entire video. But alas, you cannot. There are ways to get around this, and I actually created a video and an entire post to explain how to do this very quickly and easily. But if you don't want to do that, then you don't have to. So I could just add the voiceover to here. And if I add it, you'll notice that the scene duration is now 251 seconds, which is not ideal. It works if your voiceover is cut up in different sections, or if you use the voiceover feature inside of InVideo to just press record and then press start. And now I'm recording the voiceover to fulfill your needs. And then I press stop, and then it uploads it, edits it. This takes a little bit of time. This is longer than Content Samurai, but still pretty quick. And you can just record the voiceover within the slide on a per slide basis. That would work. But I prefer just recording in Audacity and then importing it and just using the workaround to make it work. As you can see, there's my voiceover. And now I'm recording the voiceover to fulfill your needs. And then I press stop. And then I just save. And now I have this voiceover saved. And now I have this voiceover on this slide. Start. And now. And you can see that there's no music, that even though I do have music selected. That's because music does not play within this preview. It only plays within this preview. So if I press that preview, this might take a little bit of time because the video is quite long because of my voiceover. Let's see how long this takes. So there's music, and then right around 20. Don't worry. If you haven't had success with there's that voiceover. So if you're not hearing a music preview during this preview, just go into here. Alright, so next step, let me go to a different slide once again. What can you do on the right? So if you have the media selected, scene media, this is an image actually. So for image, you can edit the image, you can resize it, crop to screen, filter it, which is once again just basically an overlay, or add an animation. But let's say I want to have a video, so I drag this little wolf video in here, I replace the image, and now I have a video media instead of that. So now when I edit, also that wolf is beautiful, look at that. So now when I add it, I can change the video, I can trim it, I can crop the frame, I can change the loop, I can blur it a little bit if I want it to be more of a background video. Can remove the audio. This only works if this video actually has audio in it, so that would be if you imported your own video. Change the playback speed, resize the video so you can crop to screen, you can fit with blur. Doesn't really change anything for these, but it would change it if, for example, I was creating a square video. Stretch the screen, crop the screen, or use a video animation. Layers are just basically what elements do I have inside of here. If I go back here, for example, there's going to be a lot of different layers because I have a lot of different things happening right here. So let me just go back here. And then once again for the text, it's very simple. Go to edit, style, you can change the font, you can change what it looks like, or I guess, yeah, what it looks like. You can change the size, height, style, you can make it bolded. Doesn't really change anything here because this is more of a, what is it called? A mask rather than actual text. But let's say I want to add a actual text. Let's say I just add a headline right here, text placeholder, and then I want to style it in such a way that makes it look better. So maybe I'll drop a shadow to make it stand out a little bit better. Maybe I'll change the in animation. I'll make it, I don't know, shift from left, and then I'll make an out animation to make it go right, and sure. So then if I preview this, you can see that was the in animation, and then there will be the right animation with the text box. Pretty simple. The colors are pretty self-explanatory. That's pretty much it for the basic editor. They do have this feature, which if you click it, it automatically analyzes all of the text within the scene to make sure that you don't have like white text on white background or dark text on dark background, that all of the layers are aligned properly. Video duration is longer than the scene duration, and then I can just resolve that. It's not aligned, so this is actually pretty cool, a useful feature. But I don't know, I have enough video experience to where I don't really use it that much, but I can see how it would be useful for, you know, those who are just starting out. Now let's move on to the actual video, article to video creation. The templates here are different than the ones for the pre-made because these templates are just how the text looks. And these do look a little bit older, some of them, I'm not gonna lie, but some of them do look very good. My favorite one is this one. As you can see, I have it hearted. So I'm gonna click on that. And let's say I want to create a square one. let's say I want to do something different. So I click square, and the next step is adding your script. You can either add a script, paste it in, or add a URL. Now the URL feature is in beta and it doesn't work properly, so I'm not going to use it, but it is something that you can do and can try, but it is not currently perfect. So let's say I find a post and I want to create a video from it. And as an example, I'm actually just going to paste in the actual InVideo text review. So I have a large number of templates, and then I'm going to add just this into here. Now I could check auto suggest images and videos, but it will not work for any of this because the sentences are too long. It will only work if I do something like oranges, waves, surfing, surfers are cool. I don't think it will even work for this. It basically only works for one word or two word phrases or sentences or pretty much scenes. That is a little bit annoying, but I don't really use the auto select even in Lumen 5 that much, so it's not a huge deal to me. And it does take a little bit longer to create when you have that auto select on. So I'm just going to pause until it loads. One thing that's interesting, it just loaded. I actually noticed that, as you can see, this is the storyboard editor, which is basically where you can quickly pick media and videos and edit the script from here, maybe add a new scene from the script, and then go into the advanced editor. But as you can see, they actually picked some background images for the longer one. So I guess they changed the way they do the auto picking, which is cool. Still doesn't really work that well, because here it has, I have templates, and then it has just this random image right here of the Declaration of Independence, and here it just has a random image of a flex clip, and here it has just a Facebook random thing. But that's fine. They're working on it. Oranges and waves and surfing, all of those work perfectly, but that's because they're very, very simple, just one word phrases. So that's how it works. And once again, if I just wanted to add media, I would just search, for example, for, I don't know, templates. I don't know if there's going to be a great video for this because it's kind of hard, but sure, I could drag this into here and then just press done. And then once I'm done with adding everything into here, I can go into the advanced editor, which you've already seen. And this is what it will look like. But first of all, let me go back to the storyboard editor and show you one of the limits of the program and how you can get around it. So let's say, for example, that I want to, actually, let me go back into InVideo. I'm going to do something different. I will be right back. All right. So as you can see, I have a pretty short video, but all of these will be different scenes. So let's say I want to add another one. Let's say I want to add, for example, cities. You have reached the maximum limit of 50 sentences. Now, this is weird because they don't actually have a 50 sentence limit. They have a 50 scene limit. But since each of these sentences is created for one scene, that's why it tells you that. They don't have a 50 sentence limit. They have a 50 scene limit. So you can have hundreds of sentences as long as you only have 50 scenes. So let's just see what that looks like. This is going to take a while, so I'm going to pause. Alright, so it has created the video of 50 scenes. As you can see right here, if I try to add a new scene, one, it's a little bit slow with 50 scenes, so you have to keep note of that, but I am also recording. I cannot add more scenes. But that's not really a problem, because if you go into the advanced editor, you can actually add more content to one scene. So I can have one headline for the scene that lasts, for example, from here until 2.6, and then I can add another headline to the scene. I don't think I can duplicate these, so I don't have to add it manually, but I can then just add another text piece and then add it here, and then just have the text start at 2.6 to whatever 5.3, and then I would have multiple different texts for one scene. So that's not a real problem. The 50 scene limit isn't really that problematic, because you can use one scene to have multiple videos within it, multiple different texts within it, so that's completely fine. So that is pretty much it for InVideo. I already talked a little bit about the pricing, but let me just go there once again to make sure that I have not missed anything. Alrighty, so I'm on the pricing page once again. you can use the discount code if you want to get an extra 40% off. That is VP Special 40. The link and the promo code are in the description below. And these are their plans, so you can either get it monthly or get it yearly and save 50% and then an additional 40% off on top of that if you use my discount code. Now, what are the differences between the two plans? Pretty much there's only two. Number one is the number of premium photos and videos that you can actually use every single month, 300 versus unlimited. And number two is the number of video exports per month. Business allows you 60, unlimited allows you, you guessed it, unlimited. Everything else is basically exactly the same. So how do you know which plan is right for you? If you are, just a one-person business, then the business plan is probably sufficient for you. Even if you plan on creating a lot of videos, 60 videos per month is a lot, even if a lot of them are going to be short promo videos. But if you do maybe have a team member you want to spend most of their time on this, or you have multiple team members who will be doing this, then the unlimited plan is definitely the better option for you, because this allows you to create unlimited videos. And if you even have maybe one or two people dedicate an hour or two per day to creating videos, you will blast past this limit and this limit very, very quickly. So that is pretty much it. If you have any questions about InVideo pricing, what features they have, or the discount code, then please let me know in the comments below, and I hope that you have a great day.